Welcome back. Let's do question 12. Below is the sketch of the graph of the derivative of f of x. A and B lie on the derivative of f of x, with C being the turning point. C lies on the x-axis. Then if f of 0 is equal to -14 and f of 2 is equal to 2, calculate the x-intercept of f of x. Right, this is the graph of the derivative of f of x. But now we need to find the equation of f of x. How do we do that? Now we can find the equation of the graph of the derivative of f of x because this is a parabola. And then we're told that C is on the x-axis, meaning that y is equal to 0. We can find the x value because, remember, a parabola is symmetrical. So using the midpoint of A and B, we can find the x value for C. With the x coordinates of C, which is the turning point, we can find the equation of the graph of the derivative of f of x. And then after finding the equation of the derivative of f of x, we can find the equation of the derivative of f. Right, since this is a derivative graph and is parabolic, it means the original graph is what? Is a cubic function. So we have f of x is equal to ax cubed plus bx squared plus cx plus d. That is the standard equation for a cubic function. So this is the standard equation for a cubic function. We can derive this and find the derivative of this. And then we equate that to the equation of this graph. When we do that, we're going to find the value of A, the value of B, and the value of C. If we check, we have the value of D here. We're going to discuss this one later. We have the value of D there. Right. Let's start by finding the equation of this derivative graph. So I'll just separate this into two parts. Let's find the x-coordinate of C, which is the midpoint of A and B, which is the x-coordinate actually. The x-coordinate of the midpoint of A and B. Let's not worry about y. Y will be the same because 54 plus 54 divided by 2 is 54. Let's find the x-coordinate of the midpoint of A and B. So it's going to be xc is equal to 5 plus -1 divided by 2, which is equal to 2, meaning that the coordinates of C is 2, 0, right? Now, this is the turning point of the derivative graph, right? When given the turning point, remember we start with f of, let's just use f prime x, since it's a derivative graph, is equal to a, and then x minus p squared plus q. In this case, our q is 0, since the y coordinate of the turning point is 0, so it remains as it is. Our p is 2, and then we can substitute one of the points. We will substitute this point, right? P is 2 from the coordinates of the turning point. So f prime x is equal to a, and then x minus 2 squared. Let's substitute this point 54 where there's y, and then 5 where there's x. So it's going to be 54 is equal to a, and then 5 minus 2 squared, and then 54 is equal to 9a, because 5 minus 2 is 3, 3 squared is 9, and then let's divide by 9 on both sides of the equation. So it means that a is equal to 6. Right, from that we can find the equation. Where there's a, we put 6 here. So f prime x is equal to 6, and then x minus 2 squared. X minus 2 squared, we're squaring a binomial here. So you can do it the long way and say x minus 2 times x minus 2, and then use the FOIL method. But the faster way, you just say 6, and then you square the x squared, and 2 times x times -2, that is -4x, and then you square the negative 2, it's going to be positive 4. And then meaning that f prime x is equal to 6x squared minus 24x plus 24. So this is the equation of the derivative graph. Now we come back to our cubic function. We need to derive this. So it means f prime x, the derivative, 3 times a, 3a x squared plus 2b x, then plus c. Right, we have derived this. Now, if we compare these two, using inspection, we can see that 3a is equal to 6, and then 2b is equal to negative 24, and then c is equal to positive 24. Okay, right, let's just do that. So 3a is equal to 6, so therefore a is equal to 2, and then 2b is equal to negative 24, therefore b is equal to negative 12, and then c is equal to 24. Okay, so we have these three. Right, what about d? Right, we're given that f of 0 is equal to negative 14. When x is 0, y is negative 14. So this is the y coordinate of the y-intercept of our cubic function, which is d. So d is equal to negative 14. Therefore, the equation of f of x is equal to, our a is 2, so it's going to be 2x cubed. Then our b is negative 12, then it's going to be negative 12x cubed, x squared, negative 12x squared, and then c is 24, so it's plus 24x, then d is negative 14. Right, now we want to find the x-intercept, so we have to do factorization. We factorize the cubic function, so 2x cubed minus 12x squared plus 24x minus 14. So we do try and error. We try 1, negative 1, 2, negative 2, but we find that f of 1 is one that will give us 0. It was 2 and then 1 cubed minus 12, 1 squared plus 24, 1 minus 14. This will give us 0. F of 1 is equal to 0, meaning that our x-intercept is at x is equal to 1. Or you can say x minus 1 is a factor. You can then use long division to find the other factors. We can use long division to find if the other factors are there. But the question says, calculate the x-intercept. So most probably, this is our only x-intercept. Okay, this is our only x-intercept. But let's just check for interest's sake. Let's just check. So we can use long division. Let's use the long division. X minus 1, and then we divide this, 2x cubed minus 12x squared plus 24x minus 14, right? And then we divide x into 2x cubed, this is 2x squared, and then 2x squared times x, that is 2x cubed minus 2x squared. And then we subtract this, and then what do you get? Negative 12x squared minus negative 2x squared, that is negative 10x squared. Then we drop 24x, then x into negative 10x squared, that is negative 10x, then multiply negative 10x times x, that is negative 10x squared, negative 10x times negative 1, that is positive 10x. Then we subtract, then this gives us 0. 24 minus 24x minus 10x, that is 14x. And then x into 14x, that is, this is 10, that is positive 14. 14 times x. Oh, sorry, we're supposed to drop 14 first. Then 14 times x is 14x. Then 14 times negative 1, that is negative 14. Then you subtract, we get 0, 0. So the other factor, so it means the factors we have x minus 1, and then 2x squared minus 10x plus 14. The quicker way to check if we're going to have any roots here is to use the discriminant. You can say b squared minus 4ac and see what we're getting. Then b squared minus 4ac is going to be negative 10 squared minus 4, and then 2, and then c is 14. This is giving us what? Negative 12. So the discriminant is negative, meaning that there are no roots. So only root here will be coming from x minus 1. So therefore x minus 1 is equal to 0. And therefore x is equal to 1. That is the x-intercept. So the x-intercept is at what? Is at 1, 0. The x-intercept of the cubic function.